One of the best ways to drive innovation and get buy-in for your ideas is to have more deep and meaningful conversations. Early on in my career, I was recruited to head up the strategic arm of an urban marketing firm in New York City. Part of my job was to create the new revenue streams that our clients could purchase from us, build the department. That meant that every couple of months, I had to fly to Chicago to present to my boss and all the decision makers where I thought we should head as a company and as a department. So I have the big meeting coming up. This is the meeting where I'm going to present my roadmap for what services we should provide as an organization and when we should roll them out. Kind of a big deal. I need everybody to say yes to this. So I plan, I prep, I create the most beautiful PowerPoint presentation. I practice and practice, I role play. I think about all the possible questions they could ask. I am prepared. So the day of the meeting, I go into the conference room, I kick on my presentation, I do my thing, I'm feeling good, and then I ask for questions. And one of the key leaders in the room asked me a question that I didn't expect. She asked me a question that was a little bit challenging to me, and I panicked. I started to sweat a little bit. I could feel my heart racing. My brain turned to scrambled eggs. I didn't know what to do. So in a moment of just hoping to gather my thoughts and get my feet under me, I looked at her and I said, that's an interesting question. Tell me more. In that moment, two amazing things happened. First of all, by not leaping to solution, by not leaping to the answer and actually having her talk more, I got a moment to catch my breath, get out of fight or flight, and get my feet under me. Remember all that research and all the prep I'd done to get to that meeting. I had a moment to do that. That was really important for me. How many times have you been in that meeting, in that conversation, when someone says something challenging or asks you something or says something you didn't expect and you turn to scrambled eggs, right? Stress takes over, primal brain takes over. We go into fight, flight, or freeze. Well, in that moment, that's exactly what happened to me. But asking, tell me more, gave me the opportunity to get my feet under me. Now, a second thing happened that's really important here and why I'm sharing the story with you. When I said to her, oh, that's an interesting question, tell me more, she stopped, took a deep breath, and started explaining to me why she was even asking the question, what experience in the past led to her concern, what was going on in her brain that led to this conversation. Tell me more are the three most powerful words that you can use to get to those deep and meaningful conversations. I got my feet under me and she dug even deeper. Because of those two things, we were able to have a deep and meaningful conversation. And in fact of it, she strengthened my ideas. Out of it, not only did I get buy-in, but the ideas were stronger because of that conversation. We got to the real meat of it and we got to innovation and I got buy-in. So the next time you're trying to move your ideas forward, instead of jumping to the answer and jumping to the solution, even when you think you know, I suggest that you stop and say, oh, tell me more. That's an interesting question. Tell me more. That's an experience that sounds really important. Tell me more. Tell me more is the most powerful phrase that you can use to drive innovation and get buy-in for your ideas.